Gotta make sure this is muted over here. Apparently, there's something going on with YouTube Studio right now. John and Joe were both saying it's all messed up.
Oh,
But
really?
mine's working fine.
Yeah, I've been on it today. I haven't seen any issues on any of the accounts I'm on.
I don't know. I guess they're saying that like you can't see any videos or something. Like it doesn't show your videos that were uploaded. I don't know.
Huh,
Mine's working.
right? It says that thing though.
No one knows. That's
I have
YouTube for
one.
you. Joe said started this afternoon. I don't know. I think you probably got to, reset, clear cache and cookies,
Yeah.
all the nonsensical IT stuff when you go in and you're like, yeah, my computer won't charge. So like, did you clear cache and cookies? You're like, this has nothing to do with that. Like, did you turn it off and turn it back on? Oh my Lord. But the reason they have to ask you that is because there are people who like didn't try just restarting their computer.
Yeah, there's some special folks out there for sure.
Yeah. Like for me, reaching out to IT is the absolute last thing in the world that I want to do.
Oh yeah. I'll go through so much painstaking efforts to avoid that.
Oh no. Oh, there it is. I'm uploading 85 gigabytes to Backblaze. Pause.
Oh my.
Okay. Yeah, I've had my on my work computer, my the Microsoft Notes thing, like the purple app, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
It's they're like, hey, come like September 15th, you won't be able to use the notes unless you like upgrade. So they're like, do you want to
or something?
I don't know. I think so. And so they were like, do you want to upgrade? And I said, yeah. Click the button and it instantly gets like admin blocked. Like you can't do it. So I'm like, what the hell do you want me to do? And this is the thing, like, I'm not going to reach out to IT.
Yeah.
No, just out of principle. I don't have time for that. Oh, ridiculous. But, well, I think I'm ready to go live if you are.
Yeah, well, we're live.
Oh, I mean, play the thingy. I can knock out. I got a new thing from Bill. I can knock out both the ad reads real quick, and then we just get right into it. Is that cool?
Sounds good to me.
All righty.
Here we go.
Welcome to Off the Cut.
Dude, I haven't touched any wood in a long time.
And that's why it's covered in plastic.
Oh, man.
Some X-rated content there.
I don't care how long it is.
Thoroughly excited.
Great for the pocketbook, bad for the environment.
Oh, I'm number 3.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we got the explicit out of the way early.
If I'm going to put money into this, it's going to be great. And I guarantee it.
Don't forget to spend your Burkle bucks.
That was super easy.
Get it? You know what I just thought of, Deric?
Oh, yeah.
This intro kind of reminds me of, like you graduate high school and they play like a recap with like Vitamin C's graduation song.
Okay.
I'm like, you listen to the intro and I'm like, man, this takes me back to years and years of doing this show.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Hey, anyway, welcome to Off the Cut episode 179, the Eric Deric Show for Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Now, Deric, before we get started, we gotta take care of our contractual obligations. So first up here, kmtools.com. You know them, you've seen them, you love them. No one hates them. That's because they are for woodworkers by woodworkers, meaning everything in their store is in their shop. And the newest thing, do you know, is it out yet? Jason's vertical panel jig, or is it pre-ordering or?
I know they announced it. I don't know if it's actually on their website yet.
It looks slick. I want to get my hands on some of that hex ply.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? It's like Baltic birch that has like a phenolic coating on it that's like hexagon shaped.
Yeah.
Isn't it for like
Yeah, the
it's for
universal table saw
concrete?
jig is up there.
Okay. Is it? Can I buy it right now,
It's,
or is it pre-sale?
You can order it right now. Add to cart.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Well, worth
So
it.
the cool thing is not only can you get amazing tools over there, but a portion of all the sales goes directly towards the Katz Moses Woodworkers with Disabilities Fund, which gets tools and resources into the hands of folks who need it most. And if you need some tools and you want to get a $50 gift card to KM Tools that we give away every single month, all you have to do is go over to patreon.com/offthecut-podcast, sign up for any level of Patreon tier. You get access to the after show, our BYOC live hangout calls that we do every month, and tons of other perks. So head over there. Dude, did you see what our buddy Bill Burkle from WTB Woodworking sent over? I don't know if he sent it to you or he might have just sent it to me.
No.
Did you see? He's doing 2 giveaways. If one giveaway wasn't enough, he's doing 2 giveaways now.
Oh.
Listen to
No, I
this.
did not see this.
Yeah. So we all know about the one that's running through September 19th with Wagner moisture meters. We can get a Wagner Orion 950 dual depth moisture meter and Floor Century and some other stuff worth at almost $1,000. But he's also running another giveaway that starts September 25th and runs to October 25th with Saw Stop. All right. Listen to this. No purchase necessary. You can get that new Revolution miter gauge, a Saw Stop sustainer, and a Saw Stop hoodie. So
Saw Stop sustainer.
so I just saw that from Bill. He sent it to me this weekend. I don't know what it is, but I gotta find out. Like,
Right.
I gotta Google the Saw Stop sustainer.
Way ahead of you.
I don't know.
Ooh, it's black and red.
Black and red. That looks slick. Store some tools in there. I'd be down for it. Well, anyway, if you want to enter either the Saw Stop giveaway, which again isn't live until September 25th, everybody, just trying to give you the early access details, or the Wagner moisture meter discount or giveaway, head over to WTBwoodworking.com/giveaway to enter. Now, Bill's a madman. He doesn't stop there. He's also having Festool coming in, running a huge tool demo at Bill's store from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on September 18th and on Saturday, October 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. He's throwing a huge extravaganza celebrating the 1-year anniversary of his store. Now, head over to WTBwoodworking.com. Check out his store. It's at 390 Pike Road, Huntingdon Valley, PA. Bill's a madman, but that's good. I'd love to see all this stuff, you know? Like, he's getting people jazzed to go to a store. I dig it. I was looking at his slabs again. Almost bought one.
Oh, yeah. Can't help it. They look so nice.
Hey,
I wish I lived closer.
I know. I'm jealous. Everybody was like, "Oh, just drive down there real quick."
Right?
I saw some news, and I wanted to know if you knew about this, Deric, because I think it would be something that's super exciting for a lot of smaller channels. It is called. I think it just came out. Let's see. I want to make sure I get the date right. Joe, I don't know the date. Well, whatever it is, it's very, very recently. It's called YouTube Hype. Have you heard about this new feature?
I have not.
Okay. So I haven't seen it yet, but in all fairness, I haven't watched any YouTube videos today. So I don't know if it's something that's like fully rolled out to people or what it is. But the idea behind this, and I was lucky enough I knew about this a while ago when we were doing those calls with like the YouTube people, which Honestly, they're not helpful whatsoever. Um, but it's something they've been working on. It's called YouTube Hype. So the idea is they're trying to give smaller creators the same kind of like momentum, if you will, as larger creators. So like, like somebody like Mr. Beast or whatever puts out a video, easy for that thing to go viral, right? No problem.
Yeah.
The idea is that as a smaller creator, like you could have one that, a banger video and you have 500 subscribers. And if you get like 4,000 views, that's massive for an account of that size, right?
Yeah.
But it's in general, it's pretty hard for a smaller account to get a lot of traction on a video. So this feature is called Hype. And I think the way it works is that if, like, say, Deric, you go on YouTube or whatever, and we're going to pretend you're into cooking, right? You find some cooking creators that you're like, man, this was a really good video, like one of the better videos that I've seen in the last week. I want to do more than just like watch the whole video, give them a like. Like, I want to be like, hey, YouTube, show this to more people, right? Almost like a
okay.
like, if you will.
Yeah. Didn't they have super likes for a while?
Yeah, but a super like is more just like thanks. Like you like pay the creator, right?
Okay. All right.
And so every user, like every viewer, is allowed to do 3 hypes per week. So you could pick up to 3 videos that you thought were really, really good and hype them up. And the idea is that if, say, a smaller creator has like a couple hundred, maybe a couple thousand subscribers, and they get tons and tons and tons of people to hype up their video, it kind of like boosts it in the YouTube algorithm. Like, it's kind of neat. It's a neat idea. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
That is interesting. I'd be curious, like, what their threshold of smaller and creator is, because like monetization is already at 1,000. So are you saying smaller than that, or are you saying like under 100,000 is considered a small creator?
Now I have the number. What do you think it is?
I was gonna say, I would imagine it's probably 100,000 is what they would consider a quote unquote small creator. But maybe I'm wrong.
More.
Okay. 250.
More.
500.
If you're under 500,000 subscribers, you're eligible for the hype feature.
Wow, that's pretty high.
And listen to this. It looks like it's kind of on like a sliding scale. So they say the fewer subscribers you have, the bigger the bonus that's generated by the hype button.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, because like somebody who's got like 400,000 versus somebody who's got 4,000, that's going to make a world of difference to the person with 4,000.
Yeah, so like if somebody with 4,000 got 50 people to hype their video, I bet that's like that's insane. Whereas somebody had 400,000, if they got 500 people, it's like,
yeah,
probably doesn't do as much.
I wonder if it makes it. I wonder if they'll like also add. They got to add in like a bit of a bonus factor or multiplier to it if the person is or isn't a subscriber and hypes it.
Yeah, no, I would imagine. Yeah,
how many videos they've watched of yours in the past and all that other stuff too.
See,
because they want fresh eyes.
Oh yeah. Does this just become one of these other games where it's just like, all right, everybody, the typical
hit that
YouTube
hype button.
Yeah, smash that hype button, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, watch the whole video, share it, tell your grandmother, tell Kelly Clarkson, leave a comment. Like, oh my God, there's a podcast
This video's
I listened
30 seconds of just plugging himself.
I know. There's a podcast I listen to that they do. It's decent enough. They got enough like sponsors and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
after every single sponsor read they do, they go, now you guys are our best marketing thing. It's like a 90-second pitch about how you need to share the podcast with people, tell people where you're listening to, post it on social media. It's like, dear God.
Yeah. But are they big? It must work. I mean,
It does,
hear-
yeah.
like I hear small creators do it. I hear large creators do it. But I don't know. There's not a whole lot of creators I see that don't at least say, if you like, if you like what you saw, give me a like or a subscribe or something like that, or comment below, or engage. You have a call to action of some sort.
Sure.
Everybody seems to have some sort of, even if it's just like trying to strike up conversation in the comments section. There's always something they're trying to get a little conversation going.
But at what point is it too much? Is it just
for sure.
annoying? You know?
Absolutely. I think this is like, it's interesting, but I think it'll be like everything else. Like it'll just be something that eventually it just kind of fades away. People stop doing it, and it just isn't a thing anymore. Or YouTube decides, you know what, let's not prioritize that anymore. But for now, absolutely, if you're small and you got some good content that's ready to go out there, I'd say release it and try and get it hyped while you can.
Right.
Capitalize on it now.
My thing, when I'm like curious about, is I feel like no language, no training is needed. You see a thumbs up, a thumbs down.
Oh yeah.
That's a globally recognized, I'm assuming globally recognized thing. I either like it or I don't like it.
Right.
If I see a button that says hype, I don't know what the
is
hell that does.
Right.
Right?
Is that going to cost me money?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is this going to cost me money? Same with like the thanks button. It's just like, oh, I don't know what that means. I've clicked on that before, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not paying this person money.
I'm curious. We got people in the live chat that are obviously watching this right now. Do we have a hype button below our thing? We're a small channel.
So yeah, I've got the live stream pulled up on my other screen, and I don't see it.
All right.
But I mean, maybe it depends on the channel, or does it work on a live stream? It only works on a real video. Right. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
That's true.
Yeah. But I was I know I was telling you and Zach that I've been doing a lot of research on like home improvement stuff, like changing out my front door, and now we're thinking about doing like a whole like retaining wall around like the flower beds and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I was looking up some YouTube stuff, just being like, okay, learning about it and whatnot. I watched one video last night, and it was from a decent sized channel. Like they had like over 100,000 subscribers. And it was, the guy basically started the video out. I swear to God. He goes, this is going to be the best video you've ever seen about how to build a retaining wall. So before I get started, you have to hit the subscribe and like button. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a boatload of confidence. And I was like, what the heck? And so I watched the video, and let me tell you, Deric, 3 out of 10.
It wasn't worth a subscribe?
It wasn't even worth watching.
Oh.
I didn't even finish the video.
How long was the video? Was it like
10 minutes?
10 minutes, okay. Yeah, like when you bail on a 10-minute video, that's pretty rough. Because you see, it's only 10 minutes long. You're 2 minutes into it, you're like, I'm out already.
Let me ask you this. I'm trying to think. Okay, you're gonna look up a video about how to put a new fence in your backyard, like dig the fence poles, pour concrete, all that kind of stuff, put the fence up.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna pretend that you're like, yeah, I don't really know how to do that, but I feel like I can definitely wrap my head around it, and I could knock the project out.
Sure.
You look it up on YouTube, like a tutorial. How long a video is it going to be for you to say, no, I'm not watching that?
Oh, for laying out. Yeah, anything over half an hour, typically I'm like, I don't. It's got to be somebody I know and trust before I give them a half an hour. And really, like the 15 minute to 30 minutes, that's where I'm kind of like, I'm definitely weighing it. If it's under 15 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'll sit down, and I'll watch it,
Yeah.
and I can bail on it pretty quick. But 15 to 30 minutes, that's the range where I start questioning. Like the topic definitely weighs in. Like if it's a heavier topic, maybe I'll give it a little more when I
Yeah.
go towards the 30-minute mark. If it's somebody I trust, I'll give them a little more leeway. If it happens to have a lot of views and a lot of likes, maybe that factors into it a little bit sometimes. But yeah, like also the age. Like if it's a really old video, but it's coming up like first or high up on my list of search, then that tells me it's been watched a lot for this
Yeah.
search. And maybe I should give it a little bit of a watch. But now I will go into it and I'll immediately look and see if they have chapters. And then I'll look at like the headlines for the chapters and maybe jump around if I want to, or because a lot of times they'll put in, or you can see like when I'm watching on my TV at home, if I give the time bar a second to load and I go up to it and then highlight it or whatever, I'll see a spike, and that's usually where the ad read is.
Yeah.
So whenever I get to that point, I can just skip over the ad read pretty quick, which is handy, I think.
Do you do what I do, where okay, in this fence scenario, I'm first going to go on YouTube and I'm looking for something like a 5 to 8 minute long video, only to kind of like
Get your feet wet.
briefly, get my feet wet, briefly wrap my head around the topic, be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is easy.
Yeah.
Pfft, I don't even need to know information. Or
This is the part that I want to highlight more. This is the part that I can skip over.
yeah. And then you kind of like branch off from there. It's either, yes, I'm totally good. I got this project. I might just have to figure out exactly what kind of concrete do I need, and then how deep do I need to dig the poles? No problem.
Mhm.
Or you branch off into the other thing of, I need more information. And then at that point, I'm down to watch a half-hour video. Do you kind of do that?
Yeah, I think yeah, you kind of highlight on it there. Just I'm looking at the smaller. I'm usually looking at what comes up first, what's in the top 10, and then who do I know, and yeah, the length of it comes into factor at first. I'll probably start with a shorter one to, like you said, get your feet wet, kind of understand. Looking for something that'll give me cursory information over the topic so that I can know where my knowledge gaps are and where I want to look.
Yeah.
Further.
Yeah.
And then, maybe drill down to something longer. And like I said, check out those chapter markers and jump around to whatever information is that I'm still searching for, or do a more refined search. Like if it's in the case of the fence thing, and I've watched like the first couple short videos to kind of get my feet wet. And I'm like, okay, maybe I need to ask the different question. What type of fence do I want? Okay, let me search up a video for like different types of residential fences. Oh, okay, now I figured out the type of fence I want. What types of concrete are best for residential fencing? What types of poles should I use? And then, doing a little bit more refined searching and jumping around to those types of things.
So it's almost like you're not looking for an all-encompassing start to finish every question you could possibly ask about fences. It's more like, give me an overview about how to do a fence. Then I want to find a completely different video comparing types of fences, and then a completely different video about how to dig the holes or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Looking at the more finer points of it. Yeah. Niching down, like really niching down.
That makes sense.
The nitty-gritty of it all.
Well, I mean, that totally makes sense, because I mean, think of like woodworking.
Yeah.
It would be ludicrous for one of us to be like, okay, I'm going to watch this video about how some guy built this dresser, and then be furious that they didn't spend 45 minutes going into how to mill the lumber, right? Like, find that in a different video.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's kind of how that went with woodworking. Like whenever I started watching videos online, looking at different projects, and they would talk about milling, but very few people actually like showed it in the beginning. It was always like, oh, I've talked about this already. You can go back and watch the video, whatever.
Right.
And eventually I got to the point where I was like, oh, I should be milling my lumber. Let me, not just using off the rack Home Depot stuff. Let me look into that a little bit further, and then deep diving on that a bit, learning all about that. And filling in knowledge gaps. That's kind of what it comes down to for me, at least whenever I'm searching on YouTube, is to fill in those knowledge gaps. I don't typically approach anything that I don't ask questions that I don't already have an idea of what the answer was going to be, if that makes sense.
Tell me more about that.
So like I'm not going to go to YouTube to look for something that I have absolutely no knowledge base on, or anywhere really online. Well, I guess like eventually like somewhere online, but usually I come to something from some bit of knowledge. And I can't think of the last thing that I approached where I was completely devoid of not knowing anything about the subject matter and having to start all the way from scratch. Usually I know a little bit of something, and then it's just about like identifying what I don't know and asking those questions.
So,
to
like
figure
when
it out.
you first got into 3D printing,
Yeah.
you know, for both of us, that was a couple years ago,
Yeah,
right?
about a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah. When I first got in, I'm like, I don't know what's I call it string. I don't know what string I put in. Like, I don't. Everybody's like, oh, this one has this thing and the XY core. I'm like, I don't know what any of that means. I would go to YouTube to find like a 3D printing for dummies video. You know, like
Yeah.
give me an overview. I
Uh,
don't need to start talking about tip sizes and you know hot end temperatures and you know bed temperatures. I don't care about that.
Yeah, you're not there yet. No,
No.
that's a perfect example. You're right. Yeah, like 3D printing wasn't something I was into 2 years ago. Wasn't even on my radar probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
No.
But it was definitely like it was something that I heard other people talking about, and I just listened. So like
Mhm.
whenever we were at WorkbenchCon and people talked about 3D printing, I just listened, but intently. Like I knew that that was something that I wanted more information on, and I didn't quite have my questions yet. But when the topic of conversation would come up, I would listen
Mhm.
and start to absorb that information. And then, you know, I already kind of knew some of it. I realized like Fusion 360, I knew that side of it. I
Right.
could work in 3D modeling. I understood that. I knew different types of plastic, so I understood like some plastics are going to be better for X and some plastics are going to be better for Y,
Right.
which didn't turn out to be exactly a translation into the 3D printing space, but there was some knowledge base there that kind of helped a little bit. And then like I've always been a bit of a tinkerer, so I kind of understand like the mechanics of how like a 3D printer would work. Whenever it's explained, it wasn't like you need to start over again or you know, I need more information here. It was okay, that makes sense. You got an X, Y, and Z axis, and then this thing runs this way, and this thing runs this way, and then this goes this way, and then that's how you kind of get your layers. And it made sense whenever
Right.
it was explained. So then it was really just about like when I'm listening to people talk about it, it wasn't so much. I mean, there was questions that were formed and gaps in knowledge that were identified, but it was also like, oh, okay, this makes sense, and I can take what I know about what 3D modeling, and I can extrapolate that into modeling for 3D printing.
Mhm.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, you got an infill, so it's just instead of looking at like the plank of wood that I would 3D model and assuming that it's full on the inside. Now I look at it and I think, oh, it's a void on the inside that's going to be filled.
Yeah.
And, you know, little things like that. That, again, you just take the knowledge base that you already have and you extrapolate it. And I've always been the type of person who listens. Something I always try and tell my kids, you know, listen to the smarter people in the room.
Oh yeah.
You know, come with questions, sure, but listen 100% because you learn so much more through listening than almost more than you would just asking questions. And
That's one of my favorite things is to be in a room or a group or a discussion with folks that are inherently way more successful or way more intelligent about a specific topic than I am. Because you can just absorb so much.
yeah, and especially if they're willing to share.
Oh
And
yeah.
they just want to talk about it. It makes the conversation so much easier.
Oh yeah. It's it's wild. And it kind of like thinking about 3D printing. My first 3D printing experience was awful.
Mhm.
I got and I'm not pooping on the company whatsoever. I truly think I got a dud. I got that Creality. I think it was like a K1 Max or something like that.
Mm.
Pretty big printer. It was supposed to be one that like competes with
I
like the
hear people
bamboo.
swear by it.
I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this thing is fast. It puts things out. And I was printing very basic stuff when I
Yeah.
first got started, right? Anything you can find a model on. And then I started printing stuff that needed like supports because it had overhangs and whatnot. And that's when I ran into an issue. No matter what settings I would change, like I even like Zach had the same printer. He would send me his files, his configuration files, everything.
Hmm.
The supports would be like welded on. I would have to take an angle grinder to get the supports off.
Wow.
And it
That's
was
crazy.
just so frustrating. Like that put me to, 3D printing is not for me. Like it killed the drive of me wanting to learn a new skill because it was just I was failing at it, right? And I
Yeah.
couldn't find anything online to help me through that. And but if it weren't for someone else who had the same printer, sent me the same configuration files, I would have just assumed it was something I was doing.
Right.
And it was my
You're
fault.
wrong.
And I just wasn't good at that.
And then
It's
bamboo came along.
yeah, well, no,
Amazing.
I got a Prusa.
Ah, okay.
And that's really kind of what jazzed me up about it because not only did I get the Creality and I knew nothing about 3D printing, then I'd have an issue with it. I would just stare at this thing going, I don't even know how this works. If it's like, hey, is the hot end doing this? I'm like, I don't know what the hot end is.
Mm.
So the Prusa was phenomenal for me because I literally had to build every single thing. I
Yeah.
then knew what the extruder was. I knew what the nozzle was. I knew what this fan did. I understood the relation of this moves this. So, if I ever have a problem where it's not moving on the x-axis, here's the motor, here's the belt, here's where that connects. Like that really helped me a lot
Right.
figure out how to understand a brand new topic. Like dive
And you're
in.
getting that instant feedback from the
Yeah.
tool that oh, I did X, it's giving me Y. Here I can do it a little differently, and now I get the result I'm looking for.
Right.
And that's the frustration I run into with like YouTube and stuff is you don't get that same like
I know.
1-to-1, and it's just like I can't understand it. I can't
It's
wrap
like
my
you
head
put
around
out a
that.
video and you're like, I think I put this 3D printer together well, and it's printing something, but like, could I have done it better? Yeah, I mean that's like the whole YouTube game, right?
Yeah,
It's
don't find out for months.
I know
Or
it's
weeks.
challenging. Yeah, or years. You get one that pops
years,
off
yeah.
out of nowhere. But
Yeah. So what are you getting into now? Like learning about now?
what am I getting into now? Honestly, it's been mostly like home renovation stuff. Like I
Okay.
understand the concept of changing a front door, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You cut out the old one, you pop a new one and you put it in, but I'm trying to learn like okay, what are like you shim this and that affects that and like then how do you do like the brick mold on the outside and then how do you need to lay down the sealant and stuff like that. So if you do have water penetration that it's it's able to go out and I'm just trying to
Yeah.
find like all the super super small details so that I don't go install this door. It looks fine, but then it's just like,
A year
oh,
later.
yeah, contractor secret. You actually like you want to do this, this, and this
So
so
you're
that
looking
it
for best
helps.
practices.
Yeah, I'm looking for like the best practice tips and tricks. Like I feel like you, Zach, and I are the people who when we buy something, we want to know everything else on the market and
Mhm.
and be like, no, this is the best fit for me.
Yeah.
You right? Like
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find every install detail and tip and like see why one person prefers to do it this way, why one person prefers to do it this way, and try to like build this repertoire, this knowledge, almost like I have the experience of doing it without actually doing it before, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you've got any door tips, leave them below and hit that like and subscribe.
In hype and hit the hype
In
button.
hype. That's right.
But yeah, I would say for me right now, the thing that I'm really diving into is and finding a lot of fun with is home renovation projects. Another thing that
Yeah.
I find fun, but it's more so when people come over. It's not as much when it's just like me and Miranda at home. Is I really enjoy getting into like the mixology, like coming up with cocktails and stuff
Ooh,
like
yeah.
that. Not just like a rum and coke, but like, you know, something
Trash
that
can
you,
punch.
yeah. Like something that you're like, oh, I could see myself ordering this at like a nice dinner. Like I have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Or it's
Yeah,
fun
we
for
got
people
into
to,
that 2
yeah.
years back too.
Oh, okay. Do you do it like you have people come over or whatever, and you're like, all right, I made this one.
Oh no, this was like COVID time. Everybody's making sourdough bread. We're making drinks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a time to be alive.
Yeah, right.
We we would go to the store and be like, well, you know, can't go anywhere, so let's make a cocktail. And then like at the end of the week, you're like, we went through a lot of liquor because you're making, you know, 2 cocktails, one per person, every
Yeah.
single night, and you're like, well, adds up pretty quick.
It is, yeah.
But
But
I've
it's
had a
good.
lot. I've had a lot of fun doing like learning the cocktail stuff. But that's one of those things where you can go on a massive,
Oh yeah, if
massive
you're not
rabbit
careful,
hole.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, for
But
me it was just like I just want to learn to make a couple different drinks, and then
yeah,
I kind of learned about them, and then I kind of forgot about them.
the frustrating thing with the whole cocktails is so much of the stuff isn't shelf stable. So like,
Yeah,
okay, you need fresh lemon juice for this one. That's great. I don't just have a dozen lemons sitting in my fridge at all times,
right.
you
Or
know?
bitters and all that
Right.
other stuff. Yeah, and then liquor itself isn't meant to be stored for years on end. You're supposed to
Right.
consume it within like so long of owning it or whatever.
And it's just one of those things where it sometimes it's frustrating. It's like, well, I want to do this, but I also like don't want to have to procure all the ingredients and, you
Mhm.
know, always have it on hand. I feel like it's really hard to cast a wide net of hobbies and interests because so
Yes.
many of the things make you fully dive all the way in.
All the little accessories and different little things that you got to get for it, and not to mention the supplies that you need just like for drinks. You got to buy a couple different alcohols, and then like you said, like maybe lemon juice or some bitters or
Do you need
whatever
different
the case
cups
may
for
be.
each
Right.
drink? I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of the same way with, I guess, woodworking stuff doesn't necessarily go bad,
No.
but it's like you kind of need so many different tools to do so many different things.
Yeah.
But at what
Yeah.
point does what you're buying just become unnecessary?
I haven't found a point yet, but I'll let you. I'll keep trying.
Let me ask you this. Do you think if you had to set 80% of your tools, and it can be any 80% of anything, so like it's, you know, whatever, you were only allowed to use 20% of your tools that you owned, you think you'd be fine?
I think I only use about 20% of the tools.
That's
I
what
own.
I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like I have so many things that I rarely touch, but when I look at it, I'm like, oh no, that's super important. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Right. Like I've got, I don't know, maybe half a dozen chisels, but I only use the one glue scraping chisel all the time. The rest of them,
Well, yeah.
I don't ever touch, don't ever use them. Or
Well,
like
the
I've
only
got,
chisel you should be using is a 1-inch chisel because it gets the
That's
glue
right.
off easier.
right, well, 3/4 inch, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
mean, what do you do with a 1/4-inch chisel? No idea.
No idea. Or since I
Ha-
got a track saw, I don't use my circular saw anymore. I choose either the track saw or the table saw.
Right. My circular saw is exclusively reserved for if I go to someone, like if I go to my parents' house and they're like,
Mm.
"Hey, we got a pallet. Can you cut it up and throw it in our trash can?" It has a metal, like a wooden metal and embedded 24-inch framing blade on it, so I can go through screws and nails. Like it's
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just a destruction saw.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I kept mine, and I'm like, I'll bring it with me whenever I go get lumber if I need to break it down to fit in the back of the truck, which hasn't been an
Okay.
issue so far, but just in case. Sometimes you get like those 12-foot boards, and you're like, that needs to be a little smaller.
Yeah. You don't want to have a huge 7-foot thing, 6-7 foot thing sticking out the back of your truck.
Right.
My lumberyard actually has a miter saw. They just let you use if you want to use it, which is a little
Oh,
shady.
really?
But
Yeah, my
yeah.
guy will break it down for me, I guess, if I asked him to. But I don't want to bother him. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if I cut.
Uh-oh. I think we lost
There we
Deric
go.
for a sec. Oh, are we back? I can hear you. I
Might be
heard you a
back, I
little
don't know.
bit. Give me the thumbs up if you can hear me now. I'll give you the thumbs up right now. We'll see how delayed we are.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, I think we're back. We're back. So it's one of those things. So many people tell you, like, oh, you have to have a circular saw. I don't know, man. Like,
I think in the beginning I used it a lot, but yeah, once I got a table saw, especially once I got a track saw, I didn't use it again. Although if I would have gotten a track that I could have attached my circular saw to, I guess that would have worked fine. But
like
I
one
like
of the Craig
compactness
ones.
of the circular saw. Yeah.
It's got the
Something
little
that.
like sled thing or whatever.
Yeah, which is funny because you don't ever see anybody using the track saw as just a normal circular saw, but it's really the same thing, right?
You
Why
can.
not? You could, yeah.
I ever tell you this story? This back in the day when I was first starting on YouTube, I was like, I should post stuff on Reddit or whatever, you know. Anybody listening, do not do that. Like, because the Reddit community absolutely hates that. But anyway, so I would go on and like answer people's questions, you know, tried to get more into the woodworking and stuff like that. And I remember somebody had posted a question that was like, hey, can I use my track saw off the track? The answer, absolutely you can. Like, no problem, right?
Right.
And dude, I got roasted for telling someone they can use a track saw off of a track. You 1000% can.
Right.
No
Now, is it what it's
problem.
intended to be used for? No, but you could use it that way. Absolutely.
Of
Why not?
course you can. It's just a circular saw that plunges.
Right. I guess it's got a thinner blade. Maybe that's the issue.
But if it's on the track, you can plunge on the track, no problem.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
I was just like,
I'm with
I'm
you.
out of
I'd use it
Reddit.
off track.
Yeah, I've used it off the track all the time. No problem.
Yeah, the few times I've tried to interact on Reddit, I've been met with great hostility, and it has not made me want to interact anymore. I don't
No.
understand the Reddit community.
But people swear by it, right?
Right? Now, I do find information on there all the time. I just don't contribute because it's quite aggressive.
I was about, you're about to hit me with a word I don't know and I like it. Try it again. What was the word?
I can't say it. I don't know. Cartankerous? No, that's not right. It's on
I
the
feel
tip of
like
my
that's
tongue, but
the
I
show
can't.
title, the one where they cartankerous.
When they get cartankerous.
I'm just gonna write it down. I'm gonna figure out what the word is after the show. But
I don't think it's a real word. I think I can't come up with the right word.
well, that's fine. I mean, that's just gonna be the title. But
All right.
one of my favorite things for Reddit is actually if I'm going to like a new town, I'll find like best restaurants, Dallas, Texas. Go on Reddit because people are vocal as all hell. And if somebody leaves a recommendation and people hate it, you're gonna know.
They'll let you know. Yeah.
But if there's a bunch of other people who are like, that place is great, love that place, great spot for restaurant recommendations.
All right.
Hi- Highly suggested. It used to be TripAdvisor and Yelp, but I
Yeah.
think now those are so like
Pay to play.
gamified and monetized and pay to win, and I don't trust any of those now.
Mm-mm.
It's annoying.
Yeah. Anytime like I get on any like I get what is it? Bark and there's another one for like
You're talking about
handyman and
Woof? Like you're gonna
no,
send
it's
someone
like
a Woof?
no, like Thumbtack, like stuff like that, like where you're gonna
I don't
go
know
on
what
there and
that
find
is.
somebody to perform a service for you. Not that
Oh,
that's
like a
so much, just
handyman
like
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So I signed up for a bunch of those back in the day whenever I first got starting my business and everything. And I was like, I might get some leads off of here. And it's just all I get is them wanting me to buy their credit. Like the way it works is you buy credits from them and then you bid on jobs. And it's like a whole, like, it's very schemy. I don't know if you've ever looked into them, but they're very schemy sounding.
So,
And so
so
it's,
the idea is you join this as like trying to get work, or I join trying to find someone to come like work on my fence. What? How does it work?
it'd be free for you looking for work. So you would go on there and you would say, hey, I need somebody to build a fence in my backyard.
Sure.
And then all these contractors are going to submit bids to you and say, hey, I can do it, for X, or contact me here, or whatever the case may be. But they have to pay to write to you to submit a bid. So you can't even if you don't win, you're still paying to bid on a job, which is just crazy. And
So,
I never
so
got
the
behind it.
idea is, as like the contractor, you're paying this app or this service basically for leads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Angie's List was the other one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't trust anyone on Angie's List. I would never hire someone on Angie's List, because my thought is those are the people who don't have work because no one's recommending them, which is a problem, right?
Or they've got somebody in their admin sign that's just sitting there filling out these order requests. Or a lot of times they'll have, like, for bigger companies, you can go on and they kind of automate it for you a little bit in some situations, but you pay for that.
Sure.
And essentially that means that now the job that you're asking them to do, you not only have to pay what they would charge you for it, they're also going to pad in a little bit to cover the cost
course.
of all these listings that they have to
All their marketing
submit for.
fees.
Yeah, it's basically, it's just more marketing is what it is. And I don't play that game. I don't like that at all.
It's the same idea of like, I won't hire a company to work on my house that has TV commercials.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I'm assuming that they're overcharging stuff, and they're putting tons and tons of dollars into needing to run these TV commercials and needing to run all these marketing things and pay for all these salespeople to come out. I would much rather just hire a contractor that's got a couple crews of people who do all the work, and they're like, I have so much work to keep me busy, I don't need to advertise. But I don't know. I got to find a good contractor, though. Haven't found that guy yet.
That's the hard thing, is finding the good contractor.
But then I feel like the real good ones are sucked up by people who are going to be keeping them busy like all year, right?
Yeah.
Whereas someone like us who like might need the contractor once or twice a year, if that, they're like, it's not worth
You're
my
low
time
priority.
unless you're very low on the priority list.
I've heard that a couple times too, like back in when we first bought a house and I was looking to have a few things done, calling around to get quotes on stuff. It's like the job was too small. You need a handyman. And it's like, oh, it's a doorway. You get a handyman to replace a door? And they're like, yeah, okay. So then I go and search for a handyman to replace a door or something. And
Did
then
you
I
have...
figured out, I can actually do this myself. So
Right. Did you have luck with hiring like a handyman type person?
back?
Oh, yeah, you're back. Did you? I was saying, did you have luck hiring a handyman type person?
No. I think I told the story last time, or not the last time, but before about the last time I hired somebody to work on my house. That
The
wasn't
hot
like
tub?
roofer or something like that. Oh, that guy too. No, what led me into starting my business was we back at our old house we hired somebody to replace the back door, and the guy came over and spent all day, like I think like 10 hours working on just replacing a door that I bought the door, and all he had to do was take out the old one and put in the new one, like the frame
Sure.
and everything, shim it out and all that. And
It was a
by the
pre-hung
time he
door.
was done, yeah, it was pre-hung door. By the time he was done, it was like there was a gap at the top that I could put my hand through when it was closed, and it wouldn't close without like dragging across the threshold
Oh
and
Lord.
jamming into the side of the frame. And he got to the point where it could close, and I told him you're done and sent him home, and then refused to pay for the job because it was so awful, and sent pictures. It was I hired him off of like Angie's List or something like that, and it was a company that sent him out. And I should
So
have
it
known,
wasn't
but the
just
guy showed up wearing
some guy, huh? That's
no,
crazy.
yeah, it was just like it was like a small company, because like I talked to at least 3 other people,
Uh-huh.
including and the guy that worked there. But yeah, he showed up in like sweatpants and like a way oversized t-shirt, and didn't have all of his tools. Like he had to borrow tools from me, which again should have been assigned to like
Yeah.
send the guy packing. But you learn. Now I took the next day off and replaced it myself, and I just should have done that from. I just didn't want to deal with. I was like, I got, we make enough money. I'll have somebody else handle all these small things and get some time back.
Yeah.
Did not work out that way.
I know.
What should have been like 2 hours for a normal handy guy took him like 9 hours. He didn't even do it right. But
I've had, I mean, we've gone through this. I had a really bad experience with the painters that we hired to do this place. But then when we got our air conditioner and furnace and stuff replaced, it was a lovely experience. It was great.
Yeah.
And then
like we've had every roofer I've worked with has been great, but
okay.
I worked with this like the same 3 because I found good ones, and I'm like, I'm not going for these are my guys.
Right. Let me ask you a question. I'm dead serious about this question because I don't know.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I had to get my roof replaced. Other than a catastrophic failure, right? You're like, oh, there's water coming through, or I have water damage, or like I look up and I see shingles flying off or whatnot. How do you know you need a new roof?
If you go up in your attic and you can see the OSB from behind, it should just look clean. Now,
Yeah,
the moment
yeah.
you start getting like stains coming through, that's whenever you need to contact a roofer to come out and take a look at it.
So you're
Because
saying every
some
once in a
water's
while
penetrating.
you just pop up in the attic, just take a look.
Yeah, take a look from there, and then you also want to look at the roof itself, and you're really just looking for anywhere that the nails, because the nails will pop back up. With the wind hits it and it pulls, and it'll pull that nail head up a little bit, but they're buried between layers of shingles, so it'll stay in there, but it'll just kind of pop up a little bit. So you're just looking for like little humps where the nail heads have popped up, and you can usually see those from the street, or you're looking obviously for whole shingles that are missing.
Right.
Hail damage, you'll see like on the shingle you've got like the grit that you can see across it. You'll see bald spots where that grit has come off from like where hail has hit it. So that's damage as well. Things like that. If you're up in your attic and they've got like, and you've got the little nail holes, the nails that come through, that's usually where you start to see penetration is around. You'll see little rings that develop around those nails, or where the seams of the 2 pieces of OSB meet. Sometimes you'll see water staining coming from that as well.
So you're saying just periodically, twice a year, pop up in the attic, just quick look, not like you're spending hours and hours, but just look.
No, just
looks dry, looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all exactly what you're looking for. And
Good
you
to
want to
know.
make sure you have ventilation up in your attic too, like the vents on the side. where your eaves is,
Yeah.
clear, so that the air can flow back out. Otherwise, especially where you are, in the winter, you get a lot of moisture that gets trapped up in there,
Yeah.
and it has nowhere to go, and then you end up with like mold in your attic and stuff.
See, this is good to know. Good to know. Huh.
My stepdad was a roofer, like commercial roofer. Spent
Ah,
a few summers working hot tar roofs with him. That was
that's
work I do
labor
not
you don't
wanna
want to
repeat.
do.
No,
Right.
No.
Good God. Yeah, and I also have got to imagine it's something with, yearage, right? Like how long it's been. If it's been 15
Yeah.
years since you've done something to your roof, you probably do.
Our last house, we replaced the roof on it about 2 years before we sold it, and they said that it was probably one half of it was at least 30 years old, and the other half was probably about 20 years old. So
Okay.
yeah,
So, I mean, you got some good mileage on it for sure.
yeah, they can last if they're done right. But
You know, the
it was
original.
definitely like there was a lot of hail damage that was just being overlooked.
Oh, seriously. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I just never looked at it. Yeah, new homeowner. We lived there for like 5 or 6 years, and it's just
Right.
something I never considered.
I know that's how I kind of feel about our house. Like, love our house for sure. We both
Yeah.
do. But it's like, it's 100% starter house. Like no one can afford their dream house as their first home unless it's just a massive fixer upper that takes you 15 years to do. But
Right.
so we're like, I mean, how much stuff do we really do to the house? Like, do you put in an unbelievably nice kitchen, or do you just do a modest upgrade and go like, it looks better, but it's not the dream kitchen? Because it's like if you put $75,000 into a kitchen versus putting 20 grand into a kitchen, like,
You look around the neighborhood is what you do. And
Yeah.
you look at like other listings and see what they've done. If
Right.
if they're all going like $20,000 renos, you go $20,000 reno. You stay, keep with the flow of traffic.
Right.
But you don't want to go like $70,000 gold plated everything.
Right. Sure.
Your neighborhood doesn't call for that. Yeah, definitely like keep it within your neighborhood. And also like kind of know when you're looking to get out. Like, okay, have like, you got your 5-10 year plan or whatever.
Sure.
When are we looking at turning this over? And at a certain point, usually like 3 to 5 years out, you're talking just maintenance.
Right.
Until you sell. You don't want to go through the year before you sell it and do a cosmetic rehab on your kitchen because you don't like the way it looks whenever it's perfectly fine and within like the market trend.
Sure.
It just doesn't make sense.
We'll see, like,
I speak from experience because our old house, we went through and replaced the flooring, spent like $11,000 replacing all the flooring, and then sold it within like a year. And I was just we put like really nice hardwood floors in it because we were like, we're going to stay here for another like 5 or 10 years. So we want really good hardwood floors. And then we just decided to sell. And about a year later, we sold it.
And did you have just like
floors?
You just have like LVP everywhere. So like if somebody came to buy the house, they're like, oh, it's fine, no problem.
No, it was really nice. Yeah, it was hardwoods. It was I forget what they call it, but it was all like water because we did the entire house, like bathrooms, kitchen, everything, and it was all like complete like water permeate. Like you could spill on it, water could sit on it, and it wouldn't soak in. It was
nice
proof or whatever. And yeah, it was just, but went with the house.
Yeah,
I can't complain too much. The house sold for like double what we bought it for. So.
Oh yeah, I know. We've still got the original kitchen from '98, so it's like a builder grade, like particle board with just like like white veneer on the end of it, and I'm like,
yeah,
God, we got to replace this. But then you look into like how much it's going to cost, even to just do like a real bait. Like even if you would do like Home Depot cabinets, you're still like, God, this is going to be a lot. And come on, I'm not building all those cabinets for the kitchen.
Oh, come on.
No. I would be fine building the cabinets, but I don't want to do any of the finishing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Finish work. Especially whenever it's in place. all that painting. Yeah.
Like, no. And
Unless it's an
making
empty
all
house
those
and I can just go to town with
doors.
like the sprayer. Then cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But so, like, okay, hypothetically, you're going to redo your kitchen and you're like, okay, talk me into it. I can build the cabinets. Would you build all the doors and drawers or would you hire those out?
Oh, I've started buying those online. Yeah, like I found companies that'll do it, and they'll do it for like, let's say it costs, I don't know, $100 in materials to build the door and drawer for one of the cabinets.
Sure.
I can get it from them for like 125. Like it's not much
Done.
more. Yeah. So I'm like, why spend the time? They got like CNCs and stuff that are just like cranking these things out.
Right.
Why am I wasting my time? It's all like, nice like Baltic birch plywood drawers, or you can get maple, like pay a little premium and get solid maple drawers if you wanted, drawer boxes. And then the faces or the drawer fronts and the door fronts are typically like solid maple.
Can you get them painted?
Yeah, you can order them painted, yeah, for sure. Like pre-primed for like a little, again, a little extra to prime them. I don't remember how much. But
Would they
they'll
paint
'em
it
white.
for you though?
Yeah, but I think there's only like so many colors that they'll paint it. It's like
Sure,
white
sure.
and, like a couple others or something like that. But my wife's one that's like, I want to paint it like this green color that I'm into now or whatever. So I
I guess it wouldn't be terrible if all you were doing was painting the doors or the drawer fronts, right? And then just installing them afterwards.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
But you still got to set
Especially,
up all
like,
the
if you got it
spray
rebuilt.
stuff.
Yeah. That's the problem. It's the spraying.
And then,
Find
like,
space for that.
well, for me, like you ran into the issue with the display stands that you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
what am I going to cover my entire place with plastic, and now I can't use my shop for a week?
Right.
Like, I got
Well,
no
you could
interest in
also
that.
hire out some guys to do it. That's probably what I would, if I was doing a big job. Like if I was redoing my whole kitchen and we wanted it painted, I'd probably pay somebody to come in and paint it nice, do it really good. Because they'll come in, they'll throw up, like I know a guy, he'll paint, and he comes in and he throws up the plastic and paints the trim and everything first day, knocks that out, and sets up in the garage typically. Like if your garage is empty, you can set up in the garage, and he'll plastic everything. He'll lay it all out. He'll spray it all in the garage after he gets done spraying the inside, and then he'll come back the next day and put it all back together. It goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
And again, somebody else is doing it. Somebody that knows what they're doing and has
Yeah.
the experience and the temperament, the patience to deal with it. I just don't have the patience to deal with it. Plus, they get, like whenever you're talking about these professional painters, they've got like the really nice like sprayers and stuff like that. They just come in, just psh, 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 they're done, and it doesn't have like a ton of overspray. Like you look at like the plastic that they've laid down, and like whenever I laid down the plastic for these units that I sprayed, when I pulled it up, it was completely black all over.
Sure.
You look at what these guys do, and there's like maybe a little bit of bleed on the edges. That's it. Like there's not a whole lot of overspray.
Definitely, they definitely way more talent.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks better for sure.
Right. See, I feel, but then as a woodworker, I feel like you're like, well, I understand how to build cabinets. I understand how to paint them. I understand how to make the doors, drawers, this. Are you ever going to be happy with the work someone else does as a woodworker?
Paint, yes. Woodworking depends on the person for sure.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then do you have to pay a massive premium to get something that's up to your quality level for the woodworking?
Yeah, that's true. That for sure. Yeah.
And then you're like, well, but I should do it myself. And then you're like, I'm not doing it myself.
I got so many other things. I can't do it myself. That's where I end up caving, and my wife just goes and gets like IKEA furniture for stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, fine, whatever. I'm done. I'm tired of having this fight. You've got too many other things on my plate. Go get it.
What do you think on this wall if we do this massive built-in? And you're like, I love it. That sounds like a great idea.
Right.
Do you think you could do that? Oh, absolutely. I could do that.
Sure.
You think you could?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. And listen, I'm the first one. I want to build something so bad right now. I've been doing this damn course.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes. But it'll be done by the end of the week. I guarantee it.
There you go.
Absolutely guarantee it. I'm on like, I basically did the entire course and I'm going through and doing like the advanced joinery section where I'm just taking like 2 boards and showing how to join them as if one was like the front, one was like the side of a drawer box.
Okay.
So I have 2 more to do. Then we're done.
Nice.
It's over 7 hours already.
Wow. Oh, so you've done all the shooting. You're just doing all the editing now.
No. And I've edited everything as well, other than those 2
Yeah.
lessons. So like, dude, I'm flying through this thing. I mean,
Man.
not really, but I'm almost done. It's been
I mean,
over a month.
Let's say this has been on your radar for like a year now.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking a little bit of a break before I do the cabinet course. I need to take a couple months off from that.
Yeah.
And
Get back to your roots.
right. And audience wise, like if I release a course now and then another one like a month later, it's just like, okay, dude, you just came out with one. Like I would wait
let
at
it breathe.
least 6 or 12 months before you put another course out, is what I'm thinking. But I don't know. Well, hey, what do you say we head over to the after show, Deric?
I like that idea.
You like that idea?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out with us as always. Zach will be back with us next week. He's on vacation or something? What's he
He's
doing?
on vacation. He might be getting married. I don't know. We're still
No one
up in the air
knows.
on that one.
No, he's being cantankerous.
Cantankerous. I think that was the word I was going for.
Cantankerous. He's being very cantankerous right now. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. As always, we will catch you next week. And head over to patreon.com/offcutpodcast to unlock the bonus episode for this week.
Ooh,
Yeah. See you,
check it
everybody.
out. See ya.
We give a huge shout out to our returning top tier patrons: Corey Duvall at Woodcrafts and Honey, Josh at Sawdust Builds,
Joe Welsh at Delaware Valley Workshop.
Goblin Spanker,
You can't say that anymore.
Building Creative.
Dadu said, yeah, buddy. Bill Burkle at WTB Woodworking.
Bailey Thompson.
Zach, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I followed you.
Bingo bango, you're done.
You should stop.
Ooh, I like the addition of having all other people say the names on the
Yeah,
Patreon.
I think
That's
whenever,
nice.
When Zach comes back, I'm having him read a couple of different ones. So
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
I dig it. Joe says, "Was that my voice?" No, I think that was Zach's voice, right?
That was me. That was me.
Oh, it was you? Oh,
Yeah.
it sounded good. You got a voice for radio, Derek.
And a face.
I didn't say that. That. Well, live stream, we're going to get out of here. We're going to head over to the after show, but thanks for hanging out with us. I'm sure most of you will be over there, so we'll see you in a moment.
See y'all there.